by forever Einsteinian Shakespearean luciferian freestyle artist, spitting about lyricist and infinitist. A first patient pull out the skull, remove the cancer, a break in his back, a chisel, a next for the answer, a supersonic, bionic, a robot, a voodoo power, a Quaker X, my chance to flex skills on impacts with power, meters and haters, gouge, gauge, antifreeze, octagon, oxygen, aluminum, intoxicants, more ways to flow blood cells in your face, react with 4 bombs and 6 fire missiles, armed with 7 rounds of space, doo-doo pistols. You may not believe living on the Earth planet. My skin is green and silver, a warhead look, you mean astronauts get played, a tough life ukulele, as I move in rockets override the levels, nothing's aware, same data, same system, Earth people, New York and California, Earth people, I was born on Jupiter 4 times 4, well, now my helmet's on, you can't tell me, and I'm not in space, what away goes today, Bazinga, Lingardian Leviosa, Goose Frabba, Diagonally, about spitting there, and a Bazinga, Goose Frabba, they do a Dumala, about the spitting, giggity goo, and our yabba dabba do, with the National Guard United States Enterprise, a diplomat of swing with aliens at my feet, coming down the rampart through a beam on the street, obsolete computers, computes, compounds, and dead sounds as I locate intricately, independent, economic, rhymer, got savory, store food, and capsule D. My program is ability for a reaction or response to no one, identification code unidentified. I got cosmophonic, rhyming, spitting, I'm toxic, and spit rapping again inside of my head. The demons begin, I said again and again and again. They form in a straight line. They're going through a tight wind. The kids are losing their minds. The berserk bop. They're pulling a pilot in the back seat. They're generating steam heat, pulsating to the backbeat. Hey ho, let's go. Shoot them in the back now. What they want, I don't know. They're all revved up and ready to go. They're forming in a straight line. They're going through a tight wind. Spitting their ending while they're pulling in the back seat. They're generating steam heat, wrapping her in, and I spit the heat. Indeed, you're spitting all night and all day to thee. That my mind, lyrics and rhymes begin. All night is physical, only logical. You must try to ignore that it means more than that. What's love got to do with it? What's love got to do with it? It may seem to you that I'm acting confused when you're close to me. If I tend to look dazed, I read it at some place. There's a name for it. There's a phrase for fits. But whatever the reason you do it for me, rapping there endingly for eternity, I've been taking a new direction. But I have to say, I've been thinking about my own protection. It scares me to feel this way. Away it goes today. Inside up my head, the voices begin again and again and again. Inside up my mind, the infinite poetic, toxic lyrics and rhymes all day and all night. Sing my sacred nurse spit rapper, come let my words accompany your voice. Well, there I go, ahoy, tread lightly, she is near, under the snow, speak gently, she can hear the daisies grow, all her bright golden hair tarnished with rust, she had that, was young and fair, fallen to dust, lily like white as snow, she hardly knew she was a woman, so sweetly she grew, coughed and bored, a heavy stone lie on her breast, I vex my heart alone, she is at rest, peace, she cannot hear a lyre on or sonnet, all my life's buried here upon it, spent rapid, but when you are old and gray and full of sleep and nodding by the fire, I take down this book and slowly read and dream of a soft look your eyes had once and of their shadows deep. How many loved your moments of glad grace and loved your beauty with love false or true, but one man loved the pilgrim soul in you. But for all that we professed, possessed of love, we knew this night would come, that we would bend alone to tend one fires, dimming bars, the moan, when cruel as the trumpet of gild-lit dew, an eerie presence of encrusted logs, we hoard like Jews and bridal so ourselves, wraps on the shelf, inside of my head. The voices begin again and again. This is ground control to Major Tom. You really made it to the grade, and the papers want to know whose shirts you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. Spit never end of raps beware. For here I am I sitting in a tin can. For above the world, Earth, a planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. Spitting their end to you. Toucan Scooby-Doo, smoking a doobie with Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. Well, everybody, let's rock. Spent a Jedi Spock. My tricks about spitting their end in Star Trek. Spent rap. I work all day to get you money to buy you things, and it's worth it just to hear you say you're gonna give me everything. So why on earth should I moan? Cause I've been a hard day's night. It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night, and I've spent rapping. When I'm home, everything seems to be right. When I'm home, feeding you, feeling you, holding me tight. Yeah, rhyme inside of my mind. Voices begin all day and all night. There's a spit rhymes. Everybody knows that spit rhymes all day and all night. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. If you suffer, if you don't get what you want, you suffer. If you don't get what you want, you suffer. If you get what you want, you suffer. Even when you get exactly what you want, you still suffer because you can't hold on to it forever. Your mind is your predicament. It wants to be free of change, free of pain, free of the obligations of life and death, but change is law, and no amount of pretending will alter that reality. The secret of happiness, you see, is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity and to enjoy less. Let him who would move the world first move himself. Contentment is natural. Contentment is natural wealth, luxury, artificial poverty. Never endingly spent monopoly, sloppity, floppity. There it goes inside of my head. The voices begin, never ending. I said, peep what I say. Every day with sun sets just like clockwork to put the Glock to work and put a body to a standstill. Man, it kills me. Taking that life is like talked about taking a shit, a hit or miss. The fuckers are playing God, trying to rob and steal. That's why you gotta guard your grill like a barbecue, because them harming you are just like honeybees swarming you, vocally aiming you. It was my responsibility to killing me, thinking that all these fuckers see that they flocking, thinking they Steven Seagal and Ballman falling to the wayside when you tried to call Faultman, but we was little snappy headed. We were little nappy-headed fuckers in the projects. Been rapping again. How the hell this metamorphosis happen? Standing on street corners, just rapping up metamorphosis. No more having a fortune. No more kissing asses. Rapping never ending. I said, echoes begin inside of my head. How the fuck does this metamorphosis happen? Standing on the street corners, just rapping, having a fortune. No more kissing asses. Rapping again and again. Said inside of my head. The voices begin. You can do it. Put your back into it. I can't believe today was a good day. I don't want to get rich and die trying. I think to me, reality is better than being fake. Speak a little truth and people lose their minds. Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. Sometimes when you want to laugh, reality steps in. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. My son O'Shea, he looks like him, me, and he can rhyme. I've never really been on real Hood Christmas movie. Ice Cube is a piece of me. Spent telepathically through me that I owe away to give away to the public. Stop expecting people to support your dreams. It's yours. Drink some coffee, put gains to rap on it, and handle it. When you're talking to lions, you can't meow like a pussycat. Rap a rap. I think the worst thing you can do about a situation is nothing. I make a cup of coffee if you give me the right ingredients. I love music's freedom, a way to deal with pen and frustration. I really appreciate family. I can't imagine life without them. Rapping or spitting and they're ending about spot them. I spit and rap them for all of eternity. Against the canvas of the night appears a curious celestial phenomenon called a black star. But what is it? What is the black star? Is it the cat with the black shades, the black car? Is it shining from very far to where you are? It is commonplace and different, intimate and distant, fresher than I'll spit it. Nurse, I spit and rap it again inside my head. Lyrics begin inside of my mind. Can't believe you were the one to build me up and tear me down like an old abandoned house. What you said when you left just left me cold and without a breath. I'm Zeldar from the planet Beldar, which is 8 million Juddy beaks from Saturn. I was on my way home. One day it went from off a pattern, landed on Earth, now where to go? A hole in my mega bump, landed in a field with green leafy trees. It looked kind of odd to me, indeed. Now everybody, let's rock. about da 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 da. I took my steel cutter, cut it, and smoked it. And guess how I felt? Very good. I took some for myself back to the spaceship. I gave it to my family. They said, "Oh shit, what you call this? Weed." My name is Zeldar. I'm from the planet Deldar. My name is Zeldar, and we shop at Walmart. I came just to grab me another fat sack of the green leafy thing I found in the field. Yes, yeah. They can't. They call it a kill. I rolled it into the hood. I'm greeted, but it wasn't all good. I saw a mixed of spitting rampant. Looked at me like I was weird. People looked at me like I was weird. The spitting and then drinking this beer. I fall over. My face fall over. I'm about to bring too much earthquake, and I fell on my face. Like I call an earthquake. If you fall on your face, and earth shakes. Mars attacks with electric gas. And not for a sapient abduction. Billy took a laser tube, a mug piece, hollowed out of a mandible, a channel headquarters, order about cannonballs. But we have high demands, a column to this pigeon ankle, and boomeranging our harvest 51st area sickness, and now threat and area witness. I won't injure the promise. A monster lead carrier, a ligament, a vein in the mosh pit, a dodge. Phaser, labor, days, our major acer, cater, the alien decomposer, soldier platter like Caddyshack, 18th holder, a C4 magic, a smolder as the bazooka tooth, hoister, a fabric, hold heater claps till evening. I'm a ninja, the shit with sugar and the fuel tank of the saucer, a buddy up and head down to the metal, magneto, levitate and metal, a cobra tunnels, ice pick of a standard, a ship, a wiring, pissed off of a mother and I'd be lying if I said I knew your intentions. Rapid invasion inside my head. The voices begin again and again inside of my head. The lyrics and rhymes all day and all night. The personal threat is something that always been a part of our lives. I call the album the Spittin' Camel. It's been 3 years since I last performed here. I'm dying to tear a roof off Wembley Arena. It's been rapping there, and then I want a shot with an open mic. I won't choke. I never even had my opportunity to choke. Whoa. You could put me on any track. I support that 1,000,000%. Rapping there, and then again. Here it goes inside of my head. Rapping again and again. There, and then I said, I'll take her to a place. She ain't gotta know me. See, I love beat coke. Everybody OD, the bang Caden. Yeah, I'm set on the free, on the fee. I'm set on the fee. Watching booty bounce pop. In the club wanna see. I'm trying me. I'm a street bug. I'll be getting money every day so much. 4 blunts make the day go nuts, and I'm yelling out boss every time I roll up. I shoot for the stars and way look at Milky and Coley Park. Beat bounce look like a slinky, the sticky icky spit crack. A cool whip, a whip. Girl get loose when you're in the spaceship. A spaceship. Yeah, a cute little chick, but her a whip too basic. Rapping a star girl, rapping from afar, rapping again inside of my head. The lyrics and the voices begin inside of my head. The lyrics and rhymes all day and all night, spitting their end till the end of time. The infinite endless rhymes echoing from my mind. The echoing infinite rhymes all day and all night. The never-ending echoing rhymes when I stop rhyming all day and all night. Music when soft voices die. Vibrates coughing up lyrics and the memory odors when sweet violets sicken, live within the sense they quicken. A rose leaves when the rose is dead, and heat forth the beloved's bed. And so thy thoughts when thou art gone, coughing up lyrics from far. Love itself shall slumber on. Our time has passed on swift and careless feet. The sighs and smiles and songs both sad and sweet. Our perfect hours have grown and gone so fast. And these are things we never can't repeat. Though we might plead and pray that it wouldn't last. Our time has passed like shreds of mist entangled in a tree, like surf and sea, a foam and a foam and sea. Like all good things we know can never last. Too soon we'll see the end of you and me, despite the days and realms that we amassed. Our time has passed. And now that I have your face by heart, I look less at its features than its definite frame. where quince and melon yellow as young flame, lie with quilled lilas, Bahamas lilas, delightlas, and a shepherd crook beyond the garden. There an insolent ease that the by elite in marble figures watch the show of yet another summer loaf to go. Although the scythes ain't in the apple trees, now that I have your face by heart I look. Now that I know how passion warms little flesh in the mold and treasure is brittle, I'll lie here and learn how over the bare ground trees make up long shadow and light sound. Man of the spent rapping, wham bam, thank you ma'am. It became infected with happiness tonight as I wandered idly, seen it in the starlight, now wonderfully contagious. Rapper of a hiatus, wave of sorrow, do not drop me now. I see the island still ahead somehow. I see the island and the sands are fair. Wave of sorrow, take me there. Rapper, beware. Even the sun clouds this morning cannot manage such skirts, nor of a woman in the ambulance whose red heart blooms through her coat so astoundingly pale and flamingly igniting, palely and flamingly igniting its carbon monoxide by eyes dulled to a halt under bowlers. Oh my God, what am I? That these late mouths should cry open in a forest of frost and dawn of cornflowers. Spit rapper forever and ever. Stop rapping never. No. And my craft of soul and art exercised in the still night when only the moon rages and the lovers lie abed with all their griefs in their arms. I labor by a singing light, and not for ambition or bread or lustre or trade of charms or on the ivory stages, but for the common wages of their most secret heart, not for the proud man apart from the raging moon. I spit on these of a spendthrift pages, freestyle pages, nor for towering dead with their nightingales and psalms, but for lovers their arms round the griefs of the ages, who pay no praise on wages, nor heed my craft of art. Rap from the start inside of my head. The voices begin again and again and again. Nights in white satin, never reach in the end. Letters I have spit and never meaning to send. Beauty I always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, how I love you. Gazing at people some hand in hand is what I'm going through. They can't understand, so I'm trying to tell me thoughts they can't not defend. Just what you want to be, you will be at the end. Raps again and again. As I up my head, the voices begin. Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. I walked out this morning and I spoke down the song. I spoke out the song. I shouted out loud. I just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. I always thought that I'd see you again, my friend, in the end. Or friends to the end. Says the end. Friends set and Chucky on fire again. There's a rap and I said.